Hi, my name is Scott Gresham. I'm going to be doing a speech on physical literacy. So basically what physical literacy in Canada is right now is the ability to perform different fundamental movement skills in a variety of ranges and environments with confidence and competency. So it is about promoting confidence within oneself and creating those and having those abilities for life. Okay, so it's just not starting at a young age and having it through school, but it's being able to carry out these fundamental movement skills for life. Because as we get older, we're going to really need them, like the balance, the locomotor skills, the walking, the running, the agility, the sending and receiving skills, just fundamental movement skills that we learn at a young age. What are the purposes of physical literacy? Ability to perform several different skills in different environments, how kids can create confidence, build relationships, and carry on these behaviors for life. The purposes of physical literacy, like the physical benefits, the coordination, the motor skills, the body awareness, the healthy body image, the healthy self-image, the psychological benefits, greater enjoyment of life, improved self-concept and self-esteem, enhance academics and creativity, improve focus and increase cooperation. Social and cultural benefits, values on effort and discipline, improve social skills and cooperation. Okay, improve social skills, something that we're probably getting away from now due to technology with all the text machines, texting that goes on, right? We're getting away from that dyadic those dyadic conversations and communication. Social atmosphere that promotes empathy, right? To be empathetic. As for myself as an educator, I have to be very empathetic to children's upbringings, to my players' upbringings. You have to understand what they're going through and where they're coming from, okay, before I make false judgment. Right now in Canada, we have a couple different programs that are being run. It's now the CSFRL, the Canadian Sport for Life, but we also have it used to be the Long-Term Athletic Development Program, which is focused more on a pyramid almost a pyramid. It was pyramidal. At the big end, at the top, it's their last final stage is to be active for life. Whereas the Canadian Sport for Life now that's being focused on more, which focuses more on the average Canadian, is on a wider spectrum, right? Promoting that active for life, which I think is a huge step forward. Okay, why do I care about this so much? Like, why do I have such a passion for physical literacy? Is basically because there's a lot of health considerations. Right now, obesity being one. Okay, so I'm going to throw out a couple stats from Active Healthy Kids Canada right now about obesity. Right in Canada. I'm not talking about North America, I'm just talking about within Canada right now, 1/3 of Canadians from the ages of 5 to 17 are overweight or obese. So 1/3 of children from 5 to 17 are overweight or obese. It's projected that 70% of Canadians by the year 2040 will be overweight or obese. 70%. Unbelievable. Okay? There's healthcare costs, there's healthcare concerns. It's about $5 to $7 billion per year. Global concern, absolutely. This is not just affecting us because we have a high standard of living, but it is an absolute global concern, and with huge emotional costs. Depression, very scary, very scary. It's quite a common occurrence now for children to be suffering from symptoms of depression. You've seen it in Red Deer. Unfortunately, I've had a couple emotional experiences this year, losing a couple of our players in our lacrosse family to suicide. It's very unfortunate, it's very saddening, but a lot of the times it would have been nice to know, like, could this be a preventable thing due to physically literate and trained educators. Cardiovascular disease, another #1 killer within Canada that usually could be associated with preventable diseases. So, like, really, when we talk about all these horrible things, these horrible diseases that are primarily preventable with physical literacy, who's to blame? Like, who do you guys feel is to blame? For myself, yeah, I believe it's society. Like, we haven't changed as human beings. Biologically, we haven't changed, but our society's changed. Our views have changed, right? Technologies improved, right? Sedentary lifestyles have increased, okay? So how much time are we spending in front of a screen, a television screen, a computer screen? Okay? Tremendous increase in that. Kids aren't getting outside. Kids are not just learning how to just play anymore. Parents, right? Parents are to blame. And the biggest role model a kid will ever have is the parents. So what kind of messages are they sending? Education. A reduced emphasis on physical education by trained facilities. There's a lack of priority value. It's not as important as academics anymore. Cost of implementation, right? programs, sporting programs are way more expensive. What needs to be done? Physical literacy versus academic literacy. I believe that, you know, there needs to be a balance. We need to adjust physical experience and to create enjoyment and competency, but we also need to reinforce the benefits of both. Role models. Role models. I'm big on role models, right? As an educator, as a facilitator, as a coach, I believe like we have that legitimate power already because of our roles, our duties, right? But we want to build that referent power. We want to gain that trust and respect with our students and our players. So really, if I'm physically literate, if I'm physically competent, and they see that, right, they'll probably, you know, when I have that referent power, they'll have that respect. Maybe they'll have that ability to follow my lead a little bit with more engagement. So really, I would just like to reinforce why I'm here talking about physical literacy. Physical literacy develops us into fully realized, activated human beings that are healthy physically, mentally, and emotionally. We need to create fun, motivating, and encouraging environments for all. Okay, fun, encouraging environments. Okay, I think that's one thing that we've got away from because there's such an increase in organized sport. This is the first generation that children's life expectancy is lower than its parents. So my life expectancy is lower than my parents right now. That's a staggering and it's a scary thing to think about. Physical literacy is important because it gives us an insight on proper development of athletes. Physical literacy is necessary for coaches, parents, persons with disabilities, health practitioners, educators, and recreational professionals. We must ensure that proper education and development of physically literate persons. This education is necessary to promote a physically active and healthy lifestyle. So I'll leave you with this. Okay? We can be fit for life, healthy for life, happy for life. So I encourage all of you to please become role models. Thank you.